Mrs. Minifield is different. When you see her, you'll know that that's Mrs. Minifield. And the good news is, any day now, she's going to deliver.
You! Hello?
What time is Mrs. Minifield's appointment?
11 o'clock.
It's 8:30. You're right on time. We're not open yet.
I know.
Yeah.
I had my husband drop me off.
Why would he do that?
Because I'm 9 months pregnant. I didn't want to walk.
Why couldn't he just drop you off at 10:45?
Because I'm already here. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Well, Miss Tucker, why don't you take Mrs. Minifield out to the waiting room?
Yes, sir, Dr. Huxtable.
And, Mrs. Minifield, please don't give any medical tips to any of my patients.
Okay, I promise.
Oh, good, good. Have we answered all of the questions?
Yes.
And everything seems to be just fine. Miss Minifield, are you adhering to the diet that I gave you?
Except for the calcium. Yes.
What do you mean, except for the calcium?
I'm eating lots of calcium. My husband doesn't have strong bones, so I'm tripling up on my calcium intake. You've seen him. Wouldn't you agree?
Well, he doesn't have a strong handshake.
There, you see?
Yeah, I see, but what does that have to do with your calcium intake?
Our baby has half my husband's genes, and I'm making up for what he lacks by eating lots of calcium, cheese, milk. It's called genetic compensation.
You read this in a book?
Nope. I made it up.
Ms. Tucker?
Yes, Dr. Huxtable.
Would you please confirm the reservation for Mrs. Minifield at the Brook Ridge Hospital?
Right away, Dr. Huxtable.
Now, we've gone over this procedure before, haven't we?
Yes.
Now, when the contractions reach 8 minutes apart, that's when you call me. Now, what did I just say?
Call you every 8 minutes.
That isn't what I said. I want you to call me when the contractions are consistently 8 minutes apart.
I understand completely.
I don't want you to call me at 8 o'clock, and I don't want you to call me 8 times a day.
8 minutes apart.
You call me anytime if you have any questions. Pregnancy questions.
Dr. Huxtable, your lab reports are waiting.
Okay, thank you.
Well, I guess I'm off.
Yes, more ways than one. Bye-bye.
Dr. Huxtable, according to Mrs. McKechnie, after Miss Minifield leaves, you always put your head on the desk for 10 minutes and contemplate why you went to med school. Is that correct, Dr. Huxtable?
Yes.
Dr. Huxtable's office.
Go ahead.
Yes, one moment, please. It's Mrs. Minifield.
Hi, Mrs. Minifield.
Dr. Huxtable,
Yes.
how far apart are the contractions supposed to be when I call you?
8 minutes apart.
Oh, dear.
Oh dear what, Mrs. Minifield? How far apart are they, oh dear?
You'll get mad at me.
No, I'm not going to get, I'm not going to get mad at you, Mrs. Minifield. How far apart are they?
You're yelling at me.
Minifield, I'm not yelling at you, Mrs. Minifield. How far apart are they? 5? 4? 4? Mrs. Minifield, I told you to call me when the contractions are 8 minutes apart.
I know, but they jumped from 10 to 4.
They jumped?
Last time I checked, they were 10 minutes. Now they're coming every 4 minutes.
Good. Now, Mrs. Minifield, listen to me carefully. You are not in any danger, but I want you to get to the hospital. You need to get to the hospital as soon as possible. Now, is your husband there?
He's running errands, but I can leave him a note.
No, Miss Minifield. Miss Minifield, don't leave a note. You've got to get to the hospital. Now, is there someone who can put you in a cab?
I think so.
Ah, okay. Now, Miss Minifield, here's what I want you to do. I want you to call the cab, and I want you to get your overnight bag. You have that, don't you?
Yes.
All right. Now, you and the overnight bag, you both get into the cab. You understand what I'm saying? Okay, get into the cab. You head for the hospital. Take you about 15 minutes, I guess. All right?
Maybe my husband can pick you up on the way back from the dry cleaners.
I will meet you there, and we will go in together. All right?
All right.
Bye-bye.
This is so exciting. A baby, my first day. Do you want me to do anything? Should I boil some water?
You can boil some water and put a tea bag in it.
Oh. Okay.
Okay.
1 cup of tea to go, Dr. Huxtable.
Yes. Brook Ridge Hospital, Dr. Huxtable, coming in with the Mrs. Minifield. Be ready for anything.
Tell me that's not Dr. Huxtable's car. Can't do that. Dr. Huxtable, somebody hit your car!
What? What?
Somebody hit your car.
You kidding me?
Hey! You think because you got doctor's license plates you can park that thing in the middle of the street?
I wasn't parked in the middle.
Look, I don't have time for this. I've got an emergency. I have a lady in my cab and she's about to have a baby.
How far apart are the contractions?
She told me not to tell you.
Mrs. Minifield, I told you to go to the hospital!
But you were on the way! Oh!
See? There's another one. According to my meter, she's having one about every 3 blocks.
Whoa!
Dad, what's going on?
I'll tell you what's going on. Your father wrecked my cab and that lady's having a baby in it.
All right, push, Mrs. Minifield, push!
I am pushing!
I don't mean with your foot on my forehead. Push!